All right, hey everyone. Welcome to Math 2600 Linear Algebra. This is just a quick video to introduce everyone to the course contents and show, run through the syllabus kind of quickly and just sort of generally explain the way the course is going to run. I'm going to share my screen and run you through some of that stuff. Okay, so I did send out some introductory general information a couple times over the last couple weeks. That information is on Blackboard. So blackboard.fitchburgstate.edu, we go to our linear algebra page, and most everything you need can be accessed through this page. The first thing I'll do is just sort of reiterate the general course structure, which was sent out in an email a couple times. This is that email. It's also right here on Blackboard. So I'm trying to run the course in a way that provides flexibility and also gives you as much support as possible. So it's kind of a flipped class approach where I prepare course material and lectures outside of class so you can watch at your own leisure, whenever you feel like you have the time. It can be during a normally scheduled class time, but I know some people are also working and may need to do it at nights or on the weekend or whenever. So I post 2 lectures per week. We have 2 75-minute periods, and my lectures are usually less than an hour. So I'm not trying to fill up the full class time. I'm trying to fill up, most of the class time, but also leaving enough time for you to come to some of these class sessions and get extra help and work on homework and things like that. So everything is going to be on YouTube, posted up there. You download the notes, you watch the lectures, which are just how I usually run normal classes. Where I fill out note outlines, you sort of watch them, fill out the note outlines, and then during our actually scheduled class time at 9:30, we get together and go over the notes. Any questions you had about them, I'm happy to reiterate things. We can look at homework problems. If we are going to take a quiz, we would take a quiz during that period together. And, the 9:30 time will sort of, what we do there will fluctuate a little bit. For the most part, though, it'll be driven by your questions and things that you want to work on. We'll have 3 to 5 quizzes. We're going to have those quizzes during class time remotely. So I'll announce those quizzes well ahead of time, but the idea is that when a quiz takes place, we'll all log on at 9:30 a.m. and everyone will take that quiz themselves in their home or wherever. But tests, I would like to, if at all possible, have those in person. So 2 tests and a final. I'd like to have them in person just so that we all have a nice quiet space where I'm there to answer questions. You don't have the distractions that exist around you at home, and I'm able to sort of control that environment a little bit better. If you're not interested or willing to come to school, I'm flexible there, and I can think about some remote ways to do that, but I would like to get as many people to take that test in person as possible. So let me know if that's an issue for you. So that's sort of the general class structure, and I'll sort of run you through where you can find all this information and how to approach it. Okay, so the first thing that we'll look at is just the syllabus here. I'll just point out a couple quick things about it. There's not too much in here that you really need to carefully know. Here, one thing is that this Google Meet link, which is the Google Meet link that I'm using to record this video right now. Oops. And also the Google Meet link that is linked right at the side of the page here. See where it says Google Meet link? That's going to be the same link all semester. So you could just bookmark this link, and then anytime you want to talk to me or you come to class or whatever, it's going to be that same link. My office hours are going to be Tuesday, Thursday, Fridays at 12:30, but just know that I'm available other times. I wake up fairly early. I go to bed also fairly early, but I'm generally available from, say, 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. For questions, and I'm happy to pop on and look at homework or look at course material or look at whatever would be helpful for you. And so, yes, class time and office hours are a great time to get help, but I'm going to try to be as flexible as possible and be available as much as possible. We are going to use the textbook Linear Algebra and Its Applications by David Ley. They're stocking the 5th edition in the bookstore, but please feel free to order older editions or digital versions. A new 5th edition in the bookstore is going to be pretty expensive, probably approaching $200. But I just looked around eBay, for example, today, and I found $25 fourth edition used on eBay. So I would recommend an older edition. It's got all the same stuff in there. The cover just might be different, honestly. You will eventually need some sort of way to row reduce matrices. I show people how to do that on a calculator, on a graphing calculator, but don't feel the need to buy a $100 graphing calculator. If you have a graphing calculator already, or you can borrow one from someone, that would be great. Maybe start thinking about that. We have about a month or so before we'll actually need it. If you don't have a graphing calculator, again, don't feel the need to buy one. We can probably just use an app or something. I'll be kind of flexible about the way that works in this online format. Here's the way your grade is going to be broken down. There's a pretty heavy emphasis on homework. Every section will have homework attached to it. 10% quizzes, 30% on that final, and then each test is worth 20%, 40 total. This is that same sort of breakdown of the way the class is structured, so I won't reread that or anything. And I think I've already talked about homework and quizzes and tests. Let me say a little bit more about homework. So here's the way you would generally approach class, right? You would go to course documents, you would download our course schedule. This course schedule tells you what you should be doing each week, right? So today, Thursday, 9/3, we're doing what we're doing right now. We're doing the syllabus, and then there's an intro video to watch. And then next week, there will be 2 videos posted for 1.1 and 1.2, and you would do those videos, right? So this sort of tells you what to do each week in terms of videos. And then the actual notes are going to be in this blank course notes document. So you would download this course notes document. This has got all the notes for the entire semester. You can see it's a little over 100 pages. If you go and print these, you will need to print these. If you print these in the library, it will cost you about $3 or $4 to print them double-sided, black and white in the library. Sometimes people get a little concerned, like, whoa, how am I going to print 100 pages? That's going to cost me so much money. I'd like to reiterate again, it will cost you $3 or $4 to print that in the library. And you can basically do that in lieu of buying a notebook, right? This is basically your notebook. This has all the material for the course in it, as I mentioned. And then, of course, the schedule tells you what video to watch, right, for that given day. Well, where are the videos? If we go back to Blackboard, you can see there's a link to the YouTube playlist. So you click that link, and it brings you to the playlist for this semester, right? So this is our fall 2020 linear algebra playlist. I've got 3 videos in here so far. The first video talks about how to submit things to Gradescope. The second video is an intro video that you'll watch after this video. And then the video for next week, the first video for next week, is already ready to go. Give me a week or two and I'll fully populate this with videos here. But you at least have about a week's worth of stuff to do so far, right? So like if we look at the schedule, we're going to watch the intro video today. That's the intro video right here. And then next week, the first video you would watch is 1.1 Systems of Linear Equations. That's 1.1, right? And again, I'll get 1.2 up there very soon, and pretty soon this will start to fill right up. So here are the course notes. You can see they're just blank course notes. If you've ever had a class with me before, I'll run all my classes the same, where I make note outlines and then fill in these note outlines sort of together in class. And so that's what I'm doing in the video. Like if we go to this 1.1 Systems of Linear Equations, and I look at this first page, right? That first page is this first page right here. And then if I kind of skip ahead in the video, you can see I am filling things out in the video, sort of talking through problems, et cetera, right? So here I am sort of filling out this video. So again, you should print out the notes, you queue up a video, and you take notes as the video progresses. Also available to you are the completed version of the notes. And so if you click this, this is all my notes from fall 2018, I believe. And so here are all those notes. Oh, there's a syllabus, blah, blah, blah. But if you go far enough, here are the notes already filled out. And so if you miss something, you want to double check your writing, or you just want to print out the completed versions, whatever, then here are all those same notes, but already having the notes written out on them. Again, I would use this more as a reference, less so than a primary document. You should really be printing out the blank notes, filling those out throughout the course to fully get the true experience and to truly learn the material. As homework progresses, I will post solutions into this homework solutions folder. And if you go to the assignments tab, I've already got all the assignments listed out here, right? So section 1.1, 1.2, here are the assignments from each section, okay? And so what I'm trying to do here is every time you watch a video, there are some problems assigned to that section. They're all odd problems, you'll notice. And so the answers are in the back of the book. And so that really means the key thing on this is showing your work. It's not just writing the right answer down, because anyone can flip to the back of the book, see what the answer is, and write that answer down, okay? What I'm looking for is the process and the work that leads to that answer. Because you're going to be working on a lot of this stuff yourself. And so I need to be able to see that you're following along and provide you with the feedback you need to be successful as we go. Right, so section 1.1 has these problems, right? So here's section 1.1 again, they'll all be associated with those problems. When you do this work, you're writing the problems down on a blank piece of paper, just like you would in a normal class. But instead of handing me the piece of paper like you would in a normal class, you're going to submit it to Gradescope. Okay, so I actually didn't add that web link, so let me just go ahead and do that now. I'm going to add this Gradescope link. Here it is. So here it is right there now. And so if you go to this Gradescope link, this is where you're going to actually submit your homework. And so everyone should have gotten an invitation from me to join this, right? So here it is, Fall 20 Math 2600. And you can see I already have homework 1.1 and 1.2 due September 15th, right? So September 15th, if we just kind of look ahead, that's going to be Tuesday, right? So I'll probably have them be generally due on Tuesdays. And the way that you actually upload things to this website and how the website works is what's being explained in how to complete and submit quizzes online. So this quick video right here shows you how to use Gradescope, excuse me. The reason I'm using this website and not just having you submit things to Blackboard or email them to me is that this is a really nice website that lets me write. So I've got a tablet that I can write on your submission. I can also create a rubric, which allows me to give you really good feedback. So you'll see anything that gets graded, whether it's a homework or a quiz or a test, is all going to be done through this website, Gradescope. And again, you'll see as we go that it's a very useful thing that's going to give you nice feedback. Okay, so anytime you submit something, it's going to be through Gradescope. This Google Meet link just takes you to this Google Meet. So if you click that, right, this is literally the meeting that I'm recording right now. And so if you ever want to just get to class or to see me or whatever, use that Google Meet link. I would also just bookmark that. Let me go back to course documents here and see what else. These 3 folders are currently empty because we haven't done anything yet, but as soon as homework due dates are passed, I'll post solutions to this folder. As soon as quiz due dates pass, I'll post them in that folder. And as we start to have topic tests and final exam and everything, I will post topics and things like that in that folder. So that's sort of the general course structure. I'll just sort of reiterate one more time. I'm posting 2 videos a week as specified by the schedule. The videos are on my YouTube page, which are right here. And in those videos, I'm filling out the course notes, which are right here, right? So the first thing you should do in terms of like an action plan of what you should do moving forward is you need to print these notes as soon as possible. Yes, there's over 100 pages. Again, it will cost you less than $4 to do that in the library. Once you have those notes in hand, you should then go ahead and watch these videos. The intro video is technically one that you should watch for today. This is the intro to linear equations thing that's part of today's class. Okay, and so if you were in our class today, we sort of went through that video together. If you missed that class, you should take 20 minutes and watch that video. And then next week, once you have your notes printed out and you're ready to go, you figure out some times to watch the 2 videos that will be posted. One's already up there, right? 1.1. I'll get 1.2 posted up there as soon as possible. Again, notice that our class times are 75 minutes, but this video is only 50 minutes. And so that leaves 25 minutes of additional time there to get extra help from me, work on the homework, etc. Okay. When class time comes around, so if we look back at the schedule, right, next Tuesday, 9/8, I'm going to be online at 9:30 a.m., ready to answer questions either about the course, about class material, about homework, about anything you want to talk about. If you want to use that time to watch the videos, that's fine. But I would really encourage that if you are available, if at all possible, on 9:30 on Tuesdays and Thursdays, you log on to get some extra help. And not just extra help that questions you have, it's really helpful to come on and see questions that other people have as well. Right? Those oftentimes are very useful learning opportunities when someone else asks a question that you didn't necessarily think of. So that's the general course structure. I don't think there's really anything else I need to say in terms of how to approach the class. But please do let me know if there's anything that's not clear or that's confusing at all. That be happy to run through it with you or answer your questions in general. Thank you very much. Take care.